Good morning, my viewers all over the world. Today is just a quick one based on popular demand from my learners. We'll be looking at the four operations on fraction, which comprises of the adding, subtract, multiply, and divide fractions without a calculator. Yeah, the reason being that in exams or in the forthcoming exams, papers are divided into two parts, the non-calculator and the calculator part. So I will always encourage my learners to not solely depend on calculators. It's always good they deepen their ability on how to solve problems without using the calculator. So they should learn how to be flexible in the sense that they should learners should eh, ensure they build their ability on solving problems without using the calculator. For sure, there will be problems that has to do with the use of calculator. So the ability to be flexible, the ability to build themselves or build their skills without using the calculator, and with using the calculator will go a long way in giving them or making them stand a better chance to get good outcomes in the exam. So today we'll be looking at adding and subtracting, multiplying and dividing fractions without the use of calculator. So in this first case, we'll be looking at adding or subtracting of fractions. So for example, you can see this has been done, but for simplicity's sake, let me go through these so that we can really understand what played out here. In this case, we're told 1 over 5 plus 3 over 10. To solve this, we need to find the lowest common multiple of 5 and 10. We need to find the lowest common multiple of 5 and 10. So to solve that, we just need to look at these two denominators. Lest I forget, this is a fraction. The number on top is known as your numerator, and the number down is known as the denominator. Numerator, denominator. So what we need to do to find the lowest common multiple, we need to consider the denominators. So first and first, we look at the denominator with the highest value. You can see in this case is 10. The denominator with the highest value in this case is 10. Then you ask yourself, can 10 divide 5 without a remainder? Yes. We'll settle for this. Can 10 divided by 10 without a remainder? Yes. So in this case, 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 1, 2 plus 10 divided by 10, 1. 1 times 3, 3. You add both. You add this both. 2 plus 3 will be 5 over 10. So if you divide this, it will be 1 over 2. Let's look at this again. In this case too, we need to look at the denominators with the highest value. In this case is let me write here, 8 over 9 minus 1 over 6. Let me make more space. So let me write a bit up here so that we'll have space. This is 8 over 9 minus 1 over 6. As usual, we need to find the lowest common multiple of the two denominators. So first thing first, we look at this, which is the highest value of the denominator is 9. 9, can 9 divide 9? Yes, without a remainder. But 9, can 9 divide 6? No, because definitely 9 divided by 6 will be 1, remainder 3. So we are not settling for 9. We need to look at another multiple of 9. We have to look for another multiple of 9 such that I can divide between 9 and 6 easily without a remainder. So the next multiple of 9 is 18. To understand what multiples are, I've created a video session on that. So I will encourage my viewers or learners to go look at what I mean by multiples. So in this case, this is multiple. The next multiple of 9 is 18. So we'll ask ourselves, can 18 divide 9 without a remainder? Yes. Can 18 divide 6 without a remainder? Yes. So 18 divided by 9 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16 minus 18 divided by 6, 3. 3 times 1, 3. So 16 minus 3 will be 13 over 18. Can anything divide 13 and 18? No, so we'll leave the answer here. We'll leave this here. This is the examples. We've looked at the examples of addition and subtraction of fractions. Remember, this is mainly problems without using, this is the problems without using the calculator. So let's move on to the next slide and see. We've looked at this. Okay, this has to do with mixed numbers. Okay, let's look at this mixed number. What we looked at the previous slide was problems that has to do with proper fractions. But in this case, there's every possibility that you'll see questions that has to do with mixed number. So we say mixed number is a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. So to do solve something like this, we need to first of all convert these mixed numbers to an improper fraction. So an improper fraction is a fraction whereby you have your numerator is greater than your denominator, but I'll show you that. So to convert the mixed number back to improper fraction, so we'll say 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. That's 11 over 5. So this is an improper fraction. Reason, the numerator is more than the denominator. As such, this is an improper fraction. So what we did here is to convert the mixed numbers back to improper fraction. This is just like going back to the basics. So we've done that. To do this 11 divided by 5. That's 11 over 5 minus 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3. So now the 3 over 2. In this case, if you divide 3 by 2, you have 1 remainder, 1 over 2. Same thing with 11 over 5. 11 divided by 5 will give us 2, remainder 1 over 5. So we've succeeded in converting this back to improper fractions. Then we'll find the next step is to find their LCM. So to find the lowest common multiple of 5 and 2, so we need to look at the highest value here. The highest value between these two denominators is 5. Then you ask yourself a question, can 5 divided 5 without a remainder? Yes. Can 5 divide 2 without a remainder? No, it's not possible. Definitely you have a remainder. As such, we don't settle for 5. We need to go for the next multiple of 5. So the next multiple of 5 will be 10. The next multiple of 5 will be 10. So we are settling for 10. The next question is you ask yourself, can 10 divided by 5 without remainder? Yes. Can 10 divide 2 without a remainder? Yes. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. 2 times 11. 10 divided by 5, 2 times 11 is 22, minus 10 divided by 5, 10 divided by 2, 5 times 3, 15. So 22 minus 15 will be 7 over 10. So this is just examples. So let's move on and see if more. Now this has to do with the multiplication of fractions. So remember we are looking at the four manipulation or four operation of fraction. We've just looked at the addition and subtraction of fraction. Now we'll be looking at the multiplication or multiplying of fraction. Then we'll look at the division. And if possible, we'll now look at one or two class activities. Remember, all these are geared towards solving problems without using the calculator. Let's look at this. This is 2 marks. So let's multiply this. This is 2 over 3 times 7 over 10. There are so many ways to solve this. It's either you multiply straight or you can break down. So it depends. This is a function of your multiplication table. So I will encourage learners or viewers to please go through their multiplication table. That will help them solve problems like this. As mentioned earlier, you can always multiply straight or you can break this down. So let's try breaking this down. This is 2 over 3 times 7 over 10. So we can divide. So 2 here, 1, 2 in 10 will give us 5. Can any other thing divide? No. So we are left with 1 times 7 will give us 7 over 3 times 5, 15. So that's 7 over 50. Can anything divide? No. So we'll stop here. The next one is 3 times 2 over 11. 3 times 2 over 11. Remember, I've always told my learners in class that a number or alphabet that stands its own, we always assume is over 1 because 3 divided by 1 will always give you 3. So most times, if you don't know this, you'll be confusing yourself. So remember, the examination awarding body, they are very good in convincing or confusing learners. So please watch out for this. Any number that stands is on its own, you can always assume it to be over 1 because any number over 1 or any number divided by 1 will still give you that same number. So this will now be 3 times 2 will give us 6 over 1 times 11 will give us 1. See, very easy. So let's check the next slide and see. So now this is another division. This is dividing fraction. I remember one of my learners says let's remember this acronym, keep flip, change. KFC, keep, flip, change. Keep, flip, change. So this is what Marlene told me. So in a nutshell, I had to reframe this as keep, change, flip. So instead of KFC, so it's now KCF. So what this simply means is you keep this fraction the way it is, you change the sign, and you flip this fraction. I repeat, you keep this fraction the way it is, you change the sign you change the division sign to multiplication, then you flip this. So in a nutshell, this makes more sense. Keep, change, flip. You keep this, you change the sign to division sign to multiplication, then you flip this fraction. So let's practicalize what this means. So we are keeping this fraction, that will be 2 over 5. You change this division sign to multiplication, that will be times. Then you flip this, you flip this, so that will be 4 over 3. Can we divide? Is there anything that can divide the unknown? So let we multiply straight. So that will be 2 times 4, give us 8, divided by 5 times 3 will be 15. Is there anything that can divide both? Nothing. So we'll leave it there. Same as this, let's look at this one. Remember, I said any number that stands its own, we always assume is over 1. So in this case, that will be 6 over 1. You keep this, you change this division sign to multiplication, then you flip this fraction. So the denominator goes to the numerator and the numerator goes back down to the denominator. So that will be 3 over 2. Can anything divide? Yes, this is 6 and this is 2. So you can say 2 here, 1, 2 in 6, 3. They are left with 3 times 3, 9 over 1 times 1, 1. So 9 divided by 1 is still the same thing as 9. So that's it. So let's look at the next slide and see what we have. Okay. These are problems. In this case, we look at so let me see, we'll try the first one so that we'll give our learners opportunity to have a go at the question. So we'll try question 1A. Let's look at this. This is the same thing, and we'll try question 2A. Then we have a go with question 3B. So I will encourage my learners to have a go at the other questions. Once they've gone through the other question, they can now move to the next slide to cross-check their answers. So let's look at this. Remember, this is problems without using your calculator. So let's look at this. This is 5 over 9 plus 1 over 3. So the first thing first, we are trying to look for the lowest common multiple. So you consider these two denominators. So which has the highest denominator? Which has the highest value is 9. So you ask yourself, Can 9 divide 9 without a remainder? Yes. Can 9 divide 3 without a remainder? Yes. So we settle for 9. So 9 divided by 9 is 1. 1 times 5, 5 plus 9 divided by 3, 3, 3 times 1, 3. You add this both. So 5 plus 3 will be 8 over 9. This is correct. Though we'll cross check on the other side of the slide, which is the answer slide, to cross check if what we've done is correct. Then we look at question 2a. Question 2a is 7 over 8 minus 1 over 2. These are two denominators. We'll consider the denominator with the highest value. So we'll start with 8. You ask yourself the same question. Can 8 divide 8 without remainder? Yes. Can 8 divide 2 without remainder? Yes. So we settle for 8. So 8 divided by 8 will be 1. 1 times 7, 7 minus 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 1, 4. 8 divided by 2, 4. 4 times 1, 4. So we subtract. 7 minus 4 will be 3 over 8. Then we look at this. So this is 8 over 50. Remember the acronym: keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. You keep the first fraction here. You change the division sign to multiplication. Then you flip this. This is 4 over 7, so that will be 7 over 4. Can we divide anything? Yes, we can divide. This is 4 and this is 8. So 4 here, 1. 4 in 8 will be 2. Is there anything we can divide? No, so we multiply straight. So that's 2 times 7, 14 over 15 times 1, 15. Is there any other thing we can divide? No, so we settle down for this. In a nutshell, let's look at the answer on the answer slide. Yeah, we are correct. This is correct. This is correct. And this is correct. So I will encourage my learners to please have a go at this. Once they've done it, they can now come to the answer session to cross check. And please do this honestly. By so doing, you are helping yourselves and you are giving yourself a fair chance to deepen their knowledge on addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fraction. So we are coming to the end of the session, and we've come to the end of the session, and I will encourage my learners to keep practicing. The more you practice, the more you get better at what you do. And if you have any questions, please do well drop it on my comment section. I'll be more than happy to respond to any question. Thank you very much and see you at the next session. Bye.